expect.
Tenax's defense, all that utility retake can be a good amount of utility to play the delayed post plant too. So a lot of options comes with that much initiator utility that turns into mollies. As we get on to the map, we get started, and as we expect, we see that Sky over towards B for GG, being able to throw some through for what could be a bit of a hit here. There's only 2 of them outside shower. But they might try to gain control, as you were saying. It's going to be such a big part of the map here for them. And just a lone oranges on the left, making sure nothing too crazy is happening along.
Yeah, sometimes pistol strategists just run 3 down long, right? But nope, it's the flash to try and set up this deep take. They called the bluff and they were wrong, but it doesn't matter. I don't even think Steel expected that, but gets 3 regardless off of the orb tap.
Taken out.
I mean, blinking, you'll miss it. I'm sorry. We don't got a good rollback.
Yeah, that was the whole point. Kiki Mori was like, let's wait. I think they'll flash. And it didn't happen. They were ready for everything but the 3 mouse ones from the sheriff.
I mean, to me, it looked like Tenax didn't expect the entire team for Kiki Mori to pull up either. Am I crazy in saying that? It's like the flash didn't see anything. They just feel like, oh, hey, we can just get the orb for free. And then suddenly Steel's like, oh,
it was
oh no.
It was a whoopsie there. Good reaction, though, to be able to grab it. Tenax says, thank you. Those kills get brought right in to some decent guns. They actually keep low by. Rosie goes for the outlaw. Judge there for Seal. Going to be U-Haul, obviously. And they just wait to see what they're going to get from Kiki Mori this time. It kind of can be a blast U-Haul strategy here. They can go for a fast plant, maybe just try to push Tenax back to the back part of the site with something quick here.
We'll see. It depends on Rosie and if she can get the opening kill off the outlaw. Guiding Light proactive to try and force her off the line. Reposition around triple, deny utility over the incendiary. All this is just corralling, further and further utility towards this judge, away from the plant. Honeybee. Not gonna be scared away though from that prospect. Instead, fighting forward with their teammates. Ring around the Rosie with the judge, and this time you can't pull out the sheriff fast enough, and suddenly they're knocking upon your door and spawn. 3 players, head full, concussed with utility. I'm fighting off demons if I'm Kalsushi at this point, and it's still not over. Bunnybee with the judge. Is it an opportune place to convert? But it's Eli. 3 kills on the ghost to keep things under wrap and give Tenax back that second round.
Eli doing incredibly big things there. Just thinking that you're going to get charged with a judge, so your thought is to sit and crouch closer. That's like knowing you're going to die to a showstopper. So you're like, well, I'm just going to hug Raze. So, yeah, W. Really smart play. Huge round pickup, and you're right. They stave off that second, but it's going to hurt. They lost a lot, and Kiki Mori should be able to walk through the bonus. So it's going to really be about the 4th round for Tenax to keep it going.
Yeah, I said I wanted to see a proper start out of Tenax, and while they don't get a 3rd round bonus attempt, right, it's still they got the first pistol of the half, right? They hadn't won it. It was Kiki Mori both times. This has set them up for, I'll say, the most standard Valor we've seen, assuming they lose this round. We get to those rifles. But this has just been crazy moments both rounds, Riv.
I expect it to continue. It's really cool to see both teams that you mentioned before not playing to lose, but both being confident about what they're protocoling and being ready to win these rounds. They push right out of the smoke with a bit of that utility to clear backside. They are not leaving any safe space. That's wild. Much like Kiki Mori was doing on Haven, they keep doing on Bind and push the backside.
Now you know one player's flank, double trap wires. GD's gonna be like, really, guys, was this necessary? And as soon as the second gets broke, we'll probably see Orange's pivot. You already have the firing squad on site as well. So again, you look to Eli and what you're able to accomplish with this Bulldog in hand, but unfortunately it's only one that you're going to pull down into the grave with you as the Kiki Mori inevitably get there first.
The luck run out.
How are we looking? Seal 2 away. Kurosu 3. Bunnybee is right on par for his shower grab dimensional drift, and it looks like they might try to set that up. And whether it's delayed or right off the bat, we will see.
Well,
it does look like they're going to send at least a wingman or a Dizzy in there to start.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
curious
just
to
the
see.
flash again?
I feel like we had a nice return, right? It's nothing like a breach Neon, but we're still having like setting Seal up for success in one way or another, whether it's a Brim or one of these initiators. And Gate Crash was the way to get past Seal, but Seal is unleashed monstrous even. The first rifle round, and they are treating it as such. Terror, though, takes the dive, takes at least one down, but Spike is in no man's land. Now you got to regroup. Your Kurosu and Oranges play this together, and not the agents you want with flush utility. Yeah, I mean, Kurosu. Okay, one nade, flash pack, and one off the showstopper. This is becoming increasingly feasible,
Winnable.
so much so. Yeah, that Tenax is even falling off. They've given up the spike. They're trying to play instead for the plant. Or the wrap, too,
Are they
maybe?
gonna go all the way around? Yes, please. I love plays like this.
If they get the orb here.
So, you know, Kiki Mori said winnable, and Tenax needs to say, how do we reset the round
Wait
to
a
make
minute.
it feel weird? Oh, Orange is so smart.
Remaining. Last player standing.
Nice for
hello.
the second, apparently. Wait,
Planting
Kurosu
towards
gets
spawn?
showstopper off this plant.
Spike planted.
You know what? I would feel special if somebody solo showstoppered me. Do it.
Oh, I would.
Do it.
Probably miss, but I would at least try it. Or you just play the crouch close angle. Nasty 3K to once again kind of pull around back from the depths of disaster. Now for both sides, we strike a tally.
Dang. Like, I'm not important enough for your showstopper. That's what I'd be yelling. 3-2. Or 3, I should say 3-2 as the defensive formation, as it's 2-2 right now. And they're going to keep that with Gecko and Raze over towards Shower, but they won't go for the flash this time. That's been going at least through the teleporter if they need it. They're focusing a little bit more on Hookah. But Kiki Mori is liking this more A start. They really haven't tempted B too much.
Not at all. I think that's why we see this guy. That might be just taking all this space for free, but in the meantime, the space you're not getting for free is this close sight proximity, right? The judge calls. Terror has to pick up the pieces, refrag the kill. Sober Sushi was able to find with the sheriff, and at the end of the day, they fortunately will be able to open up the site, and Neuraltech confirms that, yep, 2 are coming from the flank. The last remaining 2, so flip the site, take VCT, play your little barrel angle, and see if we can get Terror a few more kills in the round. Oh.
They're playing it long. It looks like they may have enough time here if this kill comes through.
Remaining.
It does not. Terror ready. And Terror's another one off of the map. Let Terror just search and find.
They're not scared to lose another
Going for
rifle
it.
here. Oh, they went for the
Yeah.
style points from the sheriff. That's a red flag on the play, especially because Eli, this round isn't lost just yet at the time. Would have been close, but Oranges again. The Kiki Mori gets silly, but they have like a line that they know they can't cross.
True. True. They walked that line quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yes, it's there. It's there. Okay, Spike picked up.
This is
Might drop it for this round as Kiki Mori has a bit of a think round and they figure out what they want to do. Or
yes. This should
right back to A. I wonder why they're so adverse to B right now. Maybe, I mean, it's very early. This could still just be full conditioning
tired.
since they haven't shown anything. And then you get B pops and Tenax is left wondering where they came from. So we'll see another A hit here. Seems pretty committed.
Ooh.
He got flashed as soon as he went into the dimensional drift, but they still catch the raise.
And all this info as well. No body blocking, no nothing. Means the showstopper won't find much on the eggs deck, but Scary Touches alone has enough space, and now the immediacy to fight for backside or CT control, because you know you lost Sheriff's control. You know there was a stack, but again, that's the last thing on their mind. Terror, enlightened by the previous multi-kill. GG, the last one in spawn, and this feels like the Kiki Mori start of a steamroll. And Tenax needs to stop this runaway train.
4 now in a row, and they've kind of been, I wouldn't say disrespectful, but they are very sure about the strats that they're doing on the side of Kiki Mori. Running to the site there, once they identified a few in Shower, they knew they could swarm the site and make it feel awkward, like they were a defensive team, and the retake had to happen before the spike was even planted, kind of thing, as they pushed even further into spawn. So yeah, Kiki Mori is burning up the heat here. They are going to keep it towards A mostly, and they expect this to happen.
Wow. I mean, again, eco round, you're expecting some antics, and they got
Yeah,
it, they
for sure.
received it, and they returned it to the sender. Now now they're just using it to convert into a late round pivot as well. One player panicked and sprang, but the rest still holding strong. Protecting, serving, and now all down to Eli once again. Oh, they're gonna fake clone.
I was worried.
Oh no. We said there's a line to this silliness.
The panic spray is tech. It's funny. Back in the day playing, we used to say like, oh my god, I was blind. And we'd be like, just keep going in and shoot your gun. Like, they wouldn't know you're blind or not. They just think that there's people running at them aggressively. You know what? Play your part. Play your part, get in there and spam it down if you can't see. And it worked out. Everybody was on the same page there. It's one of the old, everybody going in on a bad play is better than a few people on a good play kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then get to success.
There's 5 rounds in a row as well. So you can just see from how they're playing out, the last 1v1, like 4v2, that they're having fun in the server. I mean, Bunnybee's double cloning into spawn while like Gross Satch like out. Like it definitely is. I think this timeout's warranted for that factor alone. Is you need to shut down the vibes, shut down the momentum, and get Kiki Mori thinking about what you're gonna do next, especially coming to a round as important as this, where it's again. Been stuck in the purgatory of buy sell, and second, you have all of these ults to work with on the defense. I don't think we've seen like them even have like a 5-4 strong retake, right? They've been overwhelmed sheerly by the initial wave of force from Kiki Mori.
They're not suffering at all this time around. This is one of the most equal turnarounds they have, and even a bit of an advantage with the ults, like you said. Armor's there, weapons are there. Tenax has to formulate a plan. So we saw in Sunset that it would be peeling back a bit more to play retake. On Haven, they found some success with more so fighting, just like a Kiki Mori was. And here they're going 4-1 this time around to see if that works. With a bit of a lean now back towards the Viper.
All right. And I love
back
that.
To default.
Yeah, you kind of mentioned how like the Kiki Mori never started B. They never kind of explored the side of the map, and what better time than immediately out of a Tenax timeout, right?
Absolutely. The first time you show it to them, they're trying to say, "Hey, we've noticed this, this, and this, and what is that? What good is that now? If it's all it be."
There's no pit, no nothing outside of a garden either because they haven't gone B. Seekers should give the game away for the time being. That's where I expect, a lot of these heavy set rotations to come through, but Eli, finally they get tested on their site, on their domain, and so far so good. Snakebite kill! Phantom trade! Not dead yet, that could spell trouble as Terror has come back to life. We're just relying on Bunny B to find theirs, and HAKI B, 4 kills in the round if they want
30
full
seconds
clutch.
Just flying through. Eli with a great hide spot there in pocket, being able to slow down the site just a little bit, causing trouble. And Tenax find themselves another round. The one we said it was going to be one of the most equal ones. They only have to use one ult, and they get through it pretty clean.
Very, very well done.
That was nice.
Yeah, again, it's difficult. It didn't feel like he had a plan to counteract the Viper until they more were like, oh, we've been outed, we've been caught when the Seekers come off, so we have to speed up. And they want to run that back. They're like, okay, guys, we didn't put enough care, attention, effort into this B-exec. Oh, that would have been a good start to get that kill.
And in this one, now that they know, GG can back up. They have Thrash. They can get in with a Gecko Wall. A lot of really good stuff to make sure they can get sight, even if they give it up here.
I like how Orange is playing so far back here over towards Cave, because the whole idea here is if they break the trip, they're probably heading from A to B since he showed presence there and you can get behind them. But see if that gets triggered. See if we can even see Kiki Mori get their way on to this B site, because again, Eli is back on their site. You're ready to take names.
They're ready to teleport. This is too much of a stall. Unless they get a kill, they go back here. No? No, that's too much until now. Yeah, Seekers are going to make it go forward. W is the play. I thought they were waiting for that peek from Oranges, but Oranges is still going to have a. Rosie gets that flank this late, though. 40 seconds on the clock as it gets planted, so not too much pressure on the map. But they got to find a way to defend the site now.
Oh, they bait out the Thrash, the upper hut position. Kalsushi's the sacrifice, and now you know that one TP'd. Spike was never planted. It's all down to Terror in this 1v3. Little pop and swing, unfortunately, goes awry. Seal, even low HP, gets the job done. And I think they have successfully, I'd say, stopped the Kiki Mori runaway train because they are 1 round away from tying this up.
So this, okay, it is going to be a buy. They should recognize that that's the money. I would say almost Viper's Pit somewhere, right? Force the hand this round, get the Viper's Pit down, and just rip it right off the start. And kind of direct the hand of a Kiki Mori a little bit more.
It's like, at what point do you go back to A if you're Kiki Mori?
I got there, Ozzy.
Third time's the charm. They're headed back towards B again. It's... You can see how confident it feels like Tenax is on just giving that space up, getting back to B in time before the perpetual hit, or maybe even playing retake here. They don't have the ults anymore for that retake, right? That you thought they would rely on and why they were giving up that space, but it feels like a sunset throwback at this point. The successes they had over there translating.
4 on A in a predicted round from Tenax. And it looks like they're buying enough time. Kiki Mori is going to flex into this. Ultimate in position coming now from Eli.
Oh.
They're just waiting to take it off.
Who's next?
That's off that orb collected. Face the fight, so Oranges can win it, but you mentioned Eli up front and center. No pit out. Woo. It's just the old-fashioned way. Fake kills off the one way from your Brimstone, but Shorty in your face from Terra, a player coming out of the Dimensional Drift. It's difficult not to succumb to the eventual pressure to the trades that Kiki Mori has fronted. And that flash, I think I heard popped from the Guiding Light. Means that they just want to get out of dodge from anywhere in proximity of the sky.
Well, do they know where it came from? Without hearing the TV, doesn't matter. They're going to take long control and just be watching each other's back in that crossfire. So it shouldn't be too hard for them to grab us. GG, though, has had some impact rounds. A flash to identify long B or elbow. It's just the choice that's going to be important.
Time. Either way, clearing out each nook and cranny here. Difficulties of the B site. Mentioned the gamble of the flash made. Not gonna opt for either, right? Spike tap alone will reveal the position of a jump peeking Bunny B. But that was an expected second long. Mentioned that crossfire, mentioned that cleanliness of the post. Okay, when things get close, Kiki start taking things seriously. They lock in their 6th.
A nice job for them to stop the bleeding too. Losing those 2 rounds, then get a little bit of momentum back to end this final section. If they can get the last 2 here. It's going to be tough for Sober to buy. They have a bit of a low hit here, so that's a stinger. Not the worst, but they're going to keep that stinger close quarters. It's going to be one of the shower plays, and maybe they just allow Kiki Mori to walk in and feel safe this time before they front a fight.
The deep smoke, trying to get them up on that line. Also wanted to deny the orb, right? They were 1 off Neural Theft, they were 1 off Showstopper, but like you said, it's, oh no, we've lost our Brimstone, who was very close to their orbital strike. We've lost player. Hey, Silver Lining is Sober Sushi. Could go back and get a gun.
True. Wait on the round. I think that's being watched too, right? They're like, you know what? It's a low buy for 1. We're going to have to be keeping an eye on this. And across the map, this is the 2nd time. Kiki Mori kind of has hands all over the map. Showstopper grab. Waiting for a quick retaliation. Why not add 1 to the kill feed if you can before this hit towards A?
Oh, and Crows got the Showstopper before TPing. I saw the Outlaw and I was like, huh, this is nice. This is the light shields, the no shields, but time being 40 seconds left. Showstopper's out. Triple close to the stinger. It does not matter. Still not enough. Steal. Insane. Spray. Oranges as well. No way. 2v1. Terror is a liquidation death, but if it's the last round, you might as well. We need the last round. You should come back to life anyways. Try to clutch things out. But it's Eli so confident in these positions now. 1 away from the ace.
Another round coming down to a B plant 2v1, 1v1 situation, etc., etc. But it's going to be now Eli and Bunny B. And the ace for Eli locks it down. Another iBUYPOWER ace on the day. Crazy stuff coming out of the Game Changers scene here as they look to tie up the first half with that impact Red Bull clutch iBUYPOWER ace.
Wow. And I feel like Yoru is that trickster agent, right? We saw the fake TP, or at least I should say the close TP, and it's just Eli read that like a book. 17 and 8 right now. Again, they're the force that has forced Kiki Mori off the B side time and time again. Now they're the player that clutched after, again, a really clean setup and execute onto the A side out of Kiki Mori. And now, I mean, speaking of store for money, the Sheriff in the hands of Katsushi in the last round. There's that Viper pit you've been asking for. It does get spied out by the spy camp, so I'm not surprised about this Stark challenge. Oh. Okay. Hey, Kurosu, lead the hop into Bunny Bee. You go over and there's a teammate there from Tenax that immediately to trade it out and not looking too strong, especially the orbital strike. Rosie prepared to use it to keep that showers control. Here comes Scout destroy.
And now, take a quick bite out of crime there. Oh my God, Eli. Reminiscent of that breach play on Sunset, bringing it back here. Had a bit of a lull on Haven, but not anymore. Almost the lineup, and the lineup did happen. That clad damage almost fell all the way through. Seal is limping around the A site now here as they have to use more util just to make sure this push and showers isn't more dangerous. And it is very dangerous. The spike wants to get in.
And Eli's on the way back, right? So you now have to worry about just TP player and a player also over towards Cave. And it's just, again, the consistent, unrelenting pressure from Tenax that allowed them to win out the round and
Switching sides.
give us our second 6-6 half. Or, sorry, 6-6 map, I should say.
Yeah. Really great stuff for both teams to persevere and kind of find the way back through, especially this late in the game. Not this game, but the game, the tournament, the Swiss stage, the everything they've been grinding for over the past month shows that they do not fall behind and just lose everything in their momentum. So both teams now just need to take it that step further. Map 3, who can push each other to the brink. Spike's going to be down for the first round of Tenax on their pistol as they go on a little search on the map to see what they might be able to find info-wise before hitting a site.
Yeah. As far as the double duelist not taking space actively in showers or peeking out long.
Buddy out.
Not using that sky, I feel like, in the traditional sense. Pistol, so don't want to look too much into it for the time being. It was just a soul right over towards A that fortunately strayed them into incorrect territory. So now it's the buddy system. Utilize the Viper wall against them to get deep, short control, and Sober Sushi gotta be ready.
We're not ready for a bunny bee shot. Those are fast. Comes in quick. The spike is picked up. They have nice movement over here onto B. Can they get it back in time? No, they just want the rotation. It's chilling. They're waiting for the rotation to come through mid, through market, so they know the A is safe. But really, the rotation all went through spawn, and they're doing a beautiful job of still selling that it's B somehow.
Yeah, but is it worth it? In the long run, that's the question.
Why aren't we cooking with the spike yet?
Yeah, like, why are we walking still?
Why aren't we cooking yet?
Like,
30 seconds
at
left.
this point, the advantage has been given away. It's still a 3v4, which is great, and you got all this space for free. Dog to re-clear.
Toxins going up.
High potential, low conversion rate of energy. We'll put it that way.
They're going to be back right now before this goes down. They're all going to waterfall into the site, pushing them back. Yeah. They could have planned it yesterday, but they want to be safe. They know the feel of the map. We can see the mini-map. It's a little easier for us, so that's going to be a tough one to get back to as it's not planted for him. Seal does have the pen with the ghost. Switch on a quick one. Not going to be enough. It's going to be the defuse, though. Just the last second. Pistol goes to Kiki Mori as Kurosu stays on it, trusting Bunny Bee.
I would have been super impressed if one of those ghost shots landed. I'm just... We've heard of the blind random spray while fully flashed, but what about just the panic ghost?
Yeah.
That was funny out of Seal. I mean, they thought they were still on the neon, but all in all, good attempt. Again, I feel like Kiki Mori in those situations, it's so waterfalls against them so fast, but they keep it in check this time. Get that pistol back. So again, second map, 2 out of 3. We are 1 for 1 on pistols. We'll see if they can carry this by forward. Conga line behind the Vipers wall.
Yeah, they're trying to hide it up. Who makes the noise first? Like, does somebody leave U-Haul? Does somebody walk away from pocket? Anything here. I think we get a minute move, though. 10 more seconds, and we'll get some action.
Action seems to be...
Who goes now?
Fake clone clear. They know the judge is in there, but it's a little too late. You had to wait and perceive what that did to getting destroyed meant. But again, impact found. Spike planted at a minimum for that eco is crazy.
An ace? A Bunny Bee ace coming in with the judge, just absolutely throttling people. Another Game Changers ace today. This is an insane day for just the hype plays. They're gonna have an easy time making next week's video.
Absolutely. Hey, that's a cat. You're not a cat, you're a bird. You're a crane, I think. You both are birds. Why are we drawing cats? Is it because they're hunting the Tenax? I think the Tenax one's a phoenix. And
yes,
I have to rely on that. How this map is starting to look again. When Kiki Mori hit these highs, hit these strides, it's hard to shut down. They had to utilize a timeout last time.
I got yous, okay?
Last half to do so. Now, see, that's what they had to do again. And this round is going to be a good determining factor if it's close or not. Not again, not again. Oh, wow.
My God, the jumping judge. That's terrifying. See that in my nightmares.
Hey, I said to leave the jump into Bunny Bee. I told that to Chris, and that's why.
True. Spike's going to be moving around now, and Kiki Mori is starting to grab a certain vibe to the game here in the first rounds of the second half.
Oh, wow.
And it looks like they'll be able to get their bonus round as well.
I think Eli got hit by the Guardian through the box. Fortunately, a little regrowth action come through. Just ran up free fire, see what connects. I'll take for the time being. Ooh, I like it. A little pop out smoke. Let's see it.
Creeping, searching, looking. Eli?
Eli's done the unthinkable before.
Oh, there's smoke on the
goodness.
left. A smoke on the left for a moment. Left the window open. That was clean.
30 seconds left.
And Gigi
like how
says,
they
I want
left.
my AK.
Yep. Want to keep at least one weapon going to the next, but I like that they let Eli cook for a second. It's like, Eli, you got an ace this match. You got an insane clutch for us. Can you do it again? Because I said this round was going to set the pace, especially if Kiki Mori again was able to get that third round bonus conversion like we saw in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Tenax, do you save the timeout for the next buy cycle, right? You don't take it now? You wait for that like 6-11, 7-11 mark?
You could. The timing there is tough because then it has to work right away and you don't have 2 rounds to kind of put forth what you talked about. So yeah, they're going to take it now.
Oh, wow.
It makes sense. So they just want a full amount of time here to say, hey, if it doesn't work once, we have another one to hit right before that ends.
Wait, that was a Kiki Mori timeout in the first half? I don't know why I thought it was a Tenax. Okay.
Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah.
They're playing with me. They're playing with me.
Yeah. I was like, wait, the hell? They have another one.
Like,
they're just gonna slam these timeouts if they lose. Okay.
I was like, is my intuition, my storyline backwards? Anyways, all in all, my concern here is that Kiki Mori hasn't taken a timeout the entire series, right? So it kind of in these moments you're like, okay, we can take one now because if we push it to like a 9-9, Kiki Mori will take a timeout and then we get another chance to talk. I don't think that's gonna happen here, like win or lose. So I'm gonna keep an eye on for now.
If Tenax wins, they might see one of those Kiki Mori momentum stoppers right out the bat.
True. But I think this round's going to be interesting because, again, you have, I think, one player forcing up. You have the one weapon carried. You have Seal as well, one off from their showstopper. So I think if you can leverage, like, a team fight for, like, this B orb, for the shower orb, get that showstopper online, that might be your ticket into a site. Because, again, it still is this judge, this outlaw. You need that kind of cheesy way in. And then we've seen kind of the site holds are really, really clean out of this team.
Okay. They take the sky away from B here to start off this 4th round. In the second half, that is.
Time to jump.
What are they setting up? Interesting little Yoru Cypher cage play out there so he can play around it in it before gate crashing and just kind of be a nuisance. The Seal just creeping, looking, saying, please, somebody peek this angle as they're looking for anything before they... Looks like they're going to activate on B.
The jiggle as well, it kind of baits him into the trap, but while you're trying to play Vault Rubber off that trap wire, Orange is able to pull a fast one.
No,
Three
not the
quick
same.
succession. We said it. You could not shut down Kiki Mori's momentum with this timeout. It might just be done and dusted.
That angle's so tough. It's one of the weirdest close far angles you can get is if you're trying to peek somebody in the distance. That advantage has to be with a teammate almost. So we have the push forward here with the spike. The site's a little flipped, makes it weird.
Look at these two players.
30 seconds left.
This is again that
Just
line they
creeping.
toe. Yeah. Where they can go searching, they can again go for these round
Oh.
enders.
Teamwork makes the dream work. That's one.
No, wait.
Site's actually open from a decent distance. If they can flip it, they don't know they need to. And they
10
have
seconds
actually
left.
gotten some clean pressure here, but they don't know everybody's just
enemy
coming
remaining.
from the backside. The stabs to come in. 1-2 from Cal Sushi. Cleans up the plant. Doesn't even get the plant money through. And that's 10
If
for
you
Kiki
see one
Mori.
of my creatures, it's a good thing, all right?
Hard round to
Figure out
lose
what they do
for Tenax,
eventually.
but again, it was kind of a half-buy situation. They can afford it.
Yeah.
Still gonna have the showstopper as well. So again, not a terrible round, I'll say. I think that proactivity really was a clutch cinch factor between Terror and Cal Sushi there, or things could have gone south off of, yep. Like you mentioned, the power of friendship over Orange is solo peeking, going for the glory. So all that kind of sets it up again. 4 rounds for Kiki Mori. 3 more to go. This buy is everything, or it's basically handing map series point over. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Speaking of handing things over.
Oh, that's a scary spot. Oh, just hoping it would time out. It did not time out, and Oranges is out of there. They start
Whoa, whoa,
pushing
whoa.
into the site now. A little jump. Ooh, okay, solo mission going by Kurosu, thinking they had
Spike
time.
planted.
Yeah, just realizing how stark the numbers advantage was against them. Had to go for those heroic style plays. As somebody, as a fellow said he was playing that spot, Oranges, I feel for you. They're lucky to have gotten one. And now, Cal Sushi Terror. Cal Sushi really needs to, I think, find a kill or die here. He's still got a decent amount of money. You just want this ult or these secrets for the following. Here it comes.
Done with
Oh.
my ult's ready.
Okay, little bounce back and forth.
winnable.
Doesn't affect too much. There's so many outside to
Less
fire,
winnable.
though. Just dizzied up, rosied down, and Tenax finds a way to get back in with a win, get some more ults on the table, and 2 very big ults that can open up the space they need to get to site.
Now, it's perfect that Rosie was the one to find those final 2 kills onto Cal Sushi and Terror. That Orbital Strike would not have been online otherwise. Seal has been sitting on the showstopper as well since that timeout, so it does look like it's going to be kind of an exec off the showstopper into A, play the
Yeah.
Orbital Strike to the postman, or use the Orbital Strike to clear out, you know, the pesky Buddy B shotgun we've seen pretty consistently. Looks like it is the latter, and we'll see if they can follow through off of it. Ooh, what a paint show.
Oh, nothing gets back right site to move. They're not
What?
pressured right off the bat. Kurosu gets the shot out, but they're going to get a trade from the grave as Sober Sushi gets a shot in as well. Sober gets 1 more. They get thrashed for next round. Eli's 1 off of ultimate as well. Tenax has a way to push this forward if they can get through 3.
Ooh, nice little heal to try and mend the damage of the wallbang shots, but it's again Eli, the clutch demon you are up against. Still a 2v2 where Sober Sushi works for wear, but you mentioned it, that 1 kill gets the Viper's Pit online. They're trying to use it as their ticket back into this round.
Oh, how good is that? The Sober has no HP but can plant now.
Planted.
With Wingman, it's not going to matter. They're all going to get pinged out. The creep forward from
What?
Cal Sushi. The swing from Cal Sushi. How, where, and when we saw it, but it still doesn't make sense. Another round for Kiki Mori.
I don't even know if was that second kill on Eli off of the second round ping of the Neuro Theft, or was that just luck? Couldn't
I
quite
think that
see,
was,
you know, oranges and yellows overlapping.
Just swanging.
Wow. That is just a disappointing way. It's like, what can I do differently there? There's nothing you could have done differently there if you were Eli
Oh,
in that stage. Like, that's
one of
frustrating to
those
say the
moments.
least. But again, I think because they won round 17, they're not in the worst position. Again, if they lost round 17, it would have been like, oh no, we're ecoing on our 11th, like their 11th, giving them a 12th. This, they have another bye. They have kind of a thrash to replace the showstopper they use. There's still, again, more you can invest, more you can use to push your way forward for these last 4 rounds.
Fakes, pushes, letting him know there's multiple players up there that are going to stop them from going up long B. TP back. Oh my gosh, Eli being able to start off the round again. Just have to be worried about the TP and the push forward here. This is getting a little weird.
Oh, you don't even get the opportunity
And
to.
weirder.
Yeah, they don't even get the opportunity to TP, at least from the get-go, right?
Enemy remaining.
And Bunny B tried during that clone fake so they could get back to the back site on the A site. Unfortunately, it does not work. It's Kasushi in the 1v2. Still have Sober Sushi in this thrash as well. Eli,
Planted.
they changed things up, right? They're playing this together. They're not separating like they did in the Viper's pit. They're not letting Kasushi get away with murder again. The wrap look.
Or
The wall?
just to distract. Don't spam it, right? Okay.
They're aware.
Enemy remaining.
Oh my god.
Hi, mate.
How long does it take the thrash?
Or
to
knows
get
where it's
there,
coming
though?
from. Miss, dog it.
No time to dog. Sober Sushi calls the bluff. Masterfully so.
Why did I sign
This
up for
point
this shit?
smokes up, it would have to be the stick, and Sober Sushi would have to massively
Got it.
whiff on the track down there, and not Sober Sushi away. It's the 3K clutch off that thrash that I mentioned that keeps Tenax again on this recovery arc.
Set it for the last few maps. We saw teams that are getting ahead, a little bit behind, but able to carry it and close out their games. It's what you need to see this late in the tournament, is that perseverance. And Tenax is digging deep now. 3 away from being able to get themselves close to Kiki Mori in that tie.
Let's see how it goes.
GG is 1 off of the Seekers, and then they have to do it based on the utility and just aim. Pure firepower after this halt. It's going to be tough.
And Kiki Mori, it just feels like they're itching to get this past the finish line, right? We're not seeing too many start changes. It's still, again, just trying to fight off of and fend off this rotation off of the B long angle.
I've got your trail.
Different this time from Tenax. Strong hitter way into the B side. Overwhelm Kasushi here off of the Viper utility. And they play off the vulnerability. This is chaos. The Seekers, a risk taken. Yeah, I don't know if that was worth it. And 2 bullets, that's also not a risk worth it. Because you know Eli is capable of round-winning plays like this.
They're getting
They're
forced
on.
into some mistakes right now. Tenax. Ooh.
What?
Okay.
I'll handle this.
There's a drone. Clone. Coming in dimensional drift behind here. Things are getting weird still, but Bunny B's gonna be able to get 1, get 2, and still comes up with the win on the round, just sniffing out what Tenax is gonna do.
Let's end this.
Wow. Bonnie B, dimensional drift again, a perfect counter to kind of patch up those mistakes that you mentioned were being forced out. The desperation to close out the map there. Saw the spinning spray from GG. Unfortunately, this does not connect. That's where Bunny B thrives again in those high pressure situations. 18-14 right now. We're gonna have probably just closes out the old fashioned way, right? I don't see, unless we get to those 11-12 kind of overtime indications, that will have many of these ults online and in contention.
Grenade!
They're out on
They
you,
fully
Hall.
commit to TP.
F4 here on the hit. Everyone up short coming from Tenax, and this could be a
Spike
Kiki
down
Mori
A.
finding another win for themselves in the Swiss stage. A little bit of a terror dance.
Dropped. I got
Hands
the
up,
spike.
and that did not work out for the moment, trying to be a distraction sentry for the team 2v2 as we head to A site. Do we head to A site? Do we? Oh no,
Look at who's
they
after the
didn't.
TP.
And Oranges is ready, gives the squeeze to GG. 13 for Kiki Mori as they take down Tenax on bind and for the series.